New Zealand Grand Prix Day here at Mike Pirro Motorsport Park, just outside Christchurch. We're at Ruapuna, and we're not far away from a start in the Supersport 150s race today. This has been reduced to just 5 laps. It was originally supposed to be an 8-lapper, but because of early crashes today, we're down to 5. This category is for riders aged between 13 and 21 that haven't placed in the top 5 in another class. And the question is, can Cormac Buchanan do the double? We've seen him succeed in the 300s, Brad Ritchie, today, and it's going to take something special from the other 6 riders in this contest to unseat Cormac Buchanan, who's an unbelievably talented rider for a bloke just 14 years old.
Oh, he's an absolute legend, all right. Just 14 years old, and yeah, he's blistering lap records everywhere he went last year. He was dominant in this class. He's got the #1 plate on the bike, and he is certainly the one to beat. The only one to go under the 2-minute lap time mark here. We've got 5 laps of this one, and the lap record from last time around a 1:55.926. So we're certainly going to go lap record hunting with these guys here, and this 5-lap was going to be now a sprint race for the New Zealand Grand Prix title, and odds-on favourite Cormac Buchanan go back-to-back Supersport 150 Grand Prix.
Yeah, the other 6 riders in the race: Georgia Elvin from Christchurch, Samuel Guthrie from Rolleston, Olivia Goddard from Dunedin, Hamish Boyd, Billy Fuller and Oliver Wright. Those are the other riders. Good luck to all of them in this race for the youngsters. But Cormac Buchanan, I think we're going to be hearing a lot more about this lad down the years. We haven't had a... I was just trying to think of our last circuit rider who would have really made a splash at international level, Brad. Just trying to think. Aaron Slight. Of course, we've had Courtney Duncan doing marvellous things on the motocross scene, haven't we? Avalon Biddle at times, of course, in her career over in Europe recent times. But Cormac Buchanan, as he comes up to set up on pole position here in bike #1, is just something special, and we should be celebrating this lad and the future that he's got in front of him. Oh,
absolutely. You definitely want to remember this name. Cormac Buchanan, or follow him on social media. Cormac Racing. He's a very, very talented rider, but he's very good at social media as well. It's cool to follow. He does some awesome things. He's got some great friends, help him out with some promotional stuff, and is a really cool kid to follow on social media. So get him behind him, especially this year on his big endeavours. This next 12 months is going to be, I'm very excited. You have to go back a long, long time before you saw some sort of identified talent like this as we get ready to go. The Supersport 150 Grand Prix title on the line here. When the lights go out, we go racing, and it's a good start from both of them on P1 and P2. So that's Sam Guthrie there in 2nd place. We've got a bit of girl power in this one too. It's great to see our young ladies out there in New Zealand road racing. We've got Georgia Elvin, Olivia Goddard and Billy Fuller, 3 of the 7 competitors, all young ladies out there. So very cool, and a very cool spot in our sport. The Supersport 150, the entry-level class, and this is a full-on championship on the line here. The New Zealand Grand Prix title up for grabs.
Yeah, Georgia Elvin in bike number 17, finished 3rd in the first race yesterday and 4th in the 2nd race. Sam Guthrie's finished 2nd both times to Cormac Buchanan, and Olivia Goddard finished 3rd in today's race as well. So maybe Georgia Elvin and Olivia Goddard, the best 2 of the women riders in this race, and we already see Buchanan getting out to a very comfortable lead in bike #1, the blue bike, the man from Invercargill riding the Yamaha YZF-R 15, and he's got a good lead over Guthrie in 2nd place at the moment.
Oh, this is going to be good, all right. Yeah, we're going lap record hunting again as well. So
what's the lap record, Brad?
He's got a 1:55.926, so he'll be looking at that. He was coming into this year, he was in the 1:59s. He smashed that in race 1. He smashed it again in race 2, and then we're going to go and see what he can do here. So as those tyres get some more temperature, he'll get faster every lap. There's no tyre warmers on these bikes, so it'll take him a few laps to get up to temperature. So these lap times will get quicker and quicker from these youngsters, as we see Cormac in a league of his own flying out of the Aon Dipper. Then you go back to Samuel Guthrie in 2nd place, and then look at this, a 5-way train. So the podium's going to come alive here. We've got 5 of them dicing through the Aon Dipper at the moment. We've got Olivia Goddard and Georgia in there. Georgia just 20 years of age from Christchurch, and brilliant stuff to have the Helicraft racing team get this one of those Yamaha R15s on the line. So here we go, Cormac Buchanan. He crosses the line, ticks off lap number 1 of 5. We go back to Sam Guthrie. These two have been certainly the class act of the class. They've been 1 and 2 in the first 2 races, but then the best of the rest, the 2 girls fighting it out. Tight on points going into this one for the weekend as well, so absolutely nothing in it. There was less than a tenth of a second, 8/100ths of a second between 3rd and 4th, so the battle for the podium, that'll rage on for the next 4 laps, you'd have to imagine.
Yeah, Goddard and Elvin disputing 3rd at the moment, followed by Fuller, Wright and Hamish Boyd bringing up the rear at the moment, but Cormac Buchanan has got a lead of 4.8 seconds after lap number 1, and that's growing exponentially as we move through the early stages of lap number 2, reminding you this is just a 5-lap race here for the Supersport 150 New Zealand Grand Prix title for 2021. And Cormac Buchanan looking very good to do the double as he puts daylight between himself and the rest of the field on what's a very warm Ruapuna afternoon.
Well, sometimes it is
outside of Christchurch
in a day, and a little bit of those conditions. Just need to do a quick shout out in between our commentary for all competitors. Reminder, please, to return your transponder if you finish your racing and claim your license as well. Please, returning your transponder and claiming your license. Vital to do that, because of course we need the transponders already for next week, and I'm sure many of you will need your license as well. So just a call. Don't want to do it too many times on the PA with racing. So please, everybody, make sure there's somebody in the team responsible. Transponder, sometimes a bracket, you'll know whether it's your bracket or one with the transponder, and the license to be claimed as well. Thank you. Back to you guys.
The Supersport 150 Grand Prix here at Ruapuna. 5-lap race. Cormac Buchanan from Invercargill, the hot favourite to back up his win from 2020 when he won over Jacob Pearce and Liam Hum. And here comes the number 1 bike as he crosses the finish line. We're looking at a battle down the field a little bit. This is the battle for 3rd at the moment. Sam Guthrie is in 2nd place at the moment, and he is 10 seconds behind Cormac Buchanan, who's completed 2 of the 5 laps. So here comes the battle for 3rd place. Olivia Goddard in bike number 39, Georgia Elvin in bike number 17, now 3rd and 4th respectively. And bike number 4, Billy Fuller, is in 5th place. Hamish Boyd just crossing the line in 6th. And on bike number 27, Oliver Wright is holding last place at the moment. So great battle between the 2 women riders for 3rd place, Olivia Goddard and Georgia Elvin. And there is just a slight difference of about 0.3 of a second between the 2 at the moment, Brad.
Yeah, this is pretty good from these guys. The battle for the podium, red hot. It's all important podiums here at New Zealand Grand Prix Racing. Cormac Buchanan, it's his to lose at the moment. He's 9.5 seconds ahead of anyone. And Samuel Guthrie, great job there. He's got a decent 13-second gap back to 3rd place, which is that red hot battle. There's less than 0.4 of a second in that one as we see them around the Euro mark left-hander. There's nothing in it. That's actually brilliant. With the 2 Yamaha R15s there with the girl power on it. And then a shout out to the Gixxers in behind. We've got Billy Fuller and Hamish Boyd with Oliver right there on the smaller horsepowered Suzuki Gixxer150. So giving up a little bit of horsepower to the Yamahas in front. But all 7 of them are eligible for the Supersport 150 class here today. And a great job. But certainly when you come to the races and see talent like this, it makes you pretty excited. The sky is the limit for this 14-year-old sensation. Just absolutely dominant. He's won all 3 races in the 300 Supersport class. He's won already the first 2 of these ones, and only a disaster is going to cost him from going the full clean sweep here as well, I'd say.
6 from 6. What an effort from him. But we continue to keep an eye on this battle for 3rd as Buchanan completes another lap. That's 3 of 5, and his lead is absolutely huge over Sam Guthrie, who's down the home straight now to complete lap number 3 for him. But this battle here for 3rd could go either way. Is it going to be Guthrie or is it going to be Goddard? Goddard holding 3rd at the moment, but the margin is about the same as it was in the last lap. Although there could be a move up the inside here. Goddard's going to hold on. And Elvin just behind, but this is quite a battle, Brad.
Oh, this is going to come down to the wire. These guys have been inseparable all in race 2 and this one as well, so absolutely nothing in it. There was less than a tenth when they crossed the line, so look at that. Olivia got Georgia Elvin. This is cool. Great racing And great to have our young ladies out there going for it. As Cormac Buchanan, he is running away. This is 16-second advantage now, so he's on absolute cruise control. We go back to Sam Guthrie and Olivia Goddard just holding out Georgia Elvin. So that one there is going to come down to the final corner. I would say we've got a lap and a half to go. And the Gixxers in behind, so we've got the Suzuki's in behind. Billy Fuller, Hamish Boyd and Oliver Wright right in touch with that podium battle as well. So if anything happened with those two ladies there, you can see the Suzuki's just in the background of that as well. So keep an eye on this one. Certainly not done for yet. We've still got a lap and a half of this awesome Supersport 150 New Zealand Grand Prix title.
Goddard, of course, from Dunedin, and Elvin from Christchurch. A good South Island battle between these two. It's going to be interesting to see if number 17, Elvin, can find a way past Goddard, who's doing a good job of holding third at the moment. That margin's been tight all the way through the race, unlike the gap between first and second and third at the moment. Goddard still holding that lead as we've seen the white flag be presented to Cormac Buchanan, whose lead is longer than the main straight here. As Guthrie is about to get the white flag with his last lap, but Buchanan, what a masterclass from him.
Absolutely, a 156.1 that time around, so he's only 0.2 of a second off his lap record pace. So look at for this one. I think he set his 155.9 in the final lap of the race beforehand. So keep an eye on this one. We've got the stopwatch on it. It's the final race of the weekend for Cormac Buchanan. He's had 6 races and he's won 5 of them so far. He's on task here to win all 6. It's a dominant display in the Supersport 150 category. But Samuel Guthrie, the young man from Rolleston, great to have Sam out there. He's had a couple of second placings. And he come up to the North Island for the Suzuki International Series. Got some valuable track time and experience up there, so he'll love this championship to unfold. He's double classing as well. He's in the 250 production support class that'll come out later on today. And racing with his dad and his granddad, so 3 generations of Guthrie's out on the racetrack, so a big shout out to that family there. Olivia Goddard, Georgia Elvin, there is no way you can separate those two at the moment. That's going to be almost toss of a coin stuff to work out who's going to win that. They're nearly side by side down the back end of the circuit here on a beautiful day in the Garden City, but take nothing away from Cormac Buchanan as we sit back and appreciate this raw talent here, Glenn.
Yeah, what a talent he is, just 14 years of age, just got a couple of turns to go. Cormac Buchanan all set to defend his title from 2020 and add to his Supersport 300 success earlier in the day. This kid's only 14 years of age. What a talent he's going to be. What a sportsman full stop in New Zealand he's going to be to watch over the coming years as Buchanan comes down the home straight to complete the last lap, get the checkered flag and win the Supersport 150's title, and he's done it in convincing fashion as well. 155.483 that last lap. Is that just under his? It is a new lap record, is it?
Yep, new lap record there.
Incredible.
So, absolutely incredible. New lap record. He set a lap record in 300 Supersport racing, 6 from 6, 2 lap records. That's what you call the perfect weekend. Yeah, 2 pole position qualification bonus points as well. Takes massive championship leads into round number 2 as we catch Samuel Guthrie. He's going to take 2nd place on his Yamaha, and then this battle here.
Who's going to get 3rd? Go on,
who's going to get it?
Come on.
Oh, no, you couldn't. I'd say it's got to be Olivia at the moment. It's advantage Olivia. We'll see this one unfold, but coming around the final corner here, we're coming out of the final corner. The turn 10 sweeper. It's been a beautiful day here at Ruapuna, and we've got some serious action on the track. And here we go. It's going to come down to, it's going to be George is going to get it. So there we go. Oh, look at that big drama. So Olivia had it and then has given up 3.5 seconds. So George is going to take the final podium position, and that'll be 3rd overall for the weekend. So more drama. Olivia got it, hangs on to 4th place, so some good championship points there. Billy Fuller ahead of Hamish Boyd and Oliver Wright rounding out our Supersport 150. That's the New Zealand Grand Prix title, and there's definitely no mistake who the class performance was out there.
Yeah, incredible win for Cormac Buchanan. A margin of victory, almost 30 seconds. That's amazing in a 5-lap race. He was 6 seconds faster on average per lap than everyone else, which is a really amazing feat for him. Sam Guthrie, confirmation that he finishes in 2nd place. And just that little slip up on that last lap from Olivia Goddard has allowed Georgia Elvin to claim 3rd place in the Supersport 150's New Zealand Grand Prix race for 2021.
Absolutely brilliant. Good to see the crowd is still hanging around. We've still got the Sidecar Grand Prix to give out and also the 250 production support race at the end of our program. But right now, We're going to cross down to Neil, who's going to have the future of New Zealand road racing, the winner of the Supersport 150 title as Grand Prix, and also Sam Guthrie and Georgia Elvin. So a cool podium there. Can't wait for this one. So we'll cross down to Neil, who will have our winners in the circle.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, here we are with our 150 podium, and man, oh man, the battles go on. That fight for third place. We've had Georgia yesterday, we've had Olivia today. It's now gone back to Georgia, and the battle line's being drawn. How cool is it to be racing like somebody like that? And it's also a lady out there with you, Georgia.
Oh, it's unreal, eh? I mean, we're not even part of the front pack, and it's probably the best racing of the day, or from my point of view.
Certainly it is. Hey, that Joe's Garage Peter Rabbit pizza last night, enough energy to get you fired up here today?
Oh, absolutely. It was delicious. I even actually brought half today for my lunch.
Yeah, well done. I knew you were on to a winner there. What does this inspire you to do? Does it make you more motivated for levels next weekend now?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I was motivated before, but now it's kind of real, and standing up here is a pretty satisfying feeling, so it'd be quite good to just keep the momentum of what we get going.
Great words. Here, another lady in our sport, just fabulous to hear. And Sam, well, that man gets away on everybody out there, but hey, you're staying in front of the rest. That's what counts.
Yeah, I was pushing my hardest, but I couldn't quite catch him. But I was almost losing my front around the hairpin, so the track was pretty hot. Yeah, so thanks. I would like to thank Kevin for the bike and Mum, Dad for letting me race. And yeah, thank you. Yep.
What I'm a little bit scared of is that probably in a couple of years' time, when Lucas has come out of that junior training, he might be up there to challenge you.
Yeah, he's going quite well, and yeah, hopefully he will be out there with me. Yep.
Yeah, it'd be awesome, won't it? Great to see. All right, Cormac, oh, congratulations, mate. 76 points in that class, 76 points in this class. That's qualifying number one to get the point, the 25 for the 3 victories. Lap records, you've smashed them in both classes this weekend. An outstanding performance. The greatest performance, I'm calculating, in many years for our sport. So, come on, let's have a shout-out for this man, Cormac Buchanan. Absolutely sensational. Well done, right here, right now. That's the ultimate dream, and it's come true.
Yeah, you know, it's unreal because, you know, 2 years ago I would not be thinking I'd be standing here right now with 3 race wins in both classes and a pole and new lap records. But, you know, it's happened, and, you know, I'm really, really pleased. It's great to see Georgia and Sam up here on the podium because, you know, we're the future of the sport, and that's what counts. So, you know, thank you to Mum, Dad and Yamaha for everything that they've done, NZSBK for being able to put this event on because, you know, it wasn't looking likely around April last year. So, yeah, just thank you to everyone that's helped out, and bring on levels next weekend.
All right, speaking about that, the week in between, what does a 14-year-old go back and do? You're going to go and play with your mates on your BMX bike or on a PlayStation? What does a guy like you do during the week between like this?
Well, we're going to Wanaka just to relax for the weekend. So,
nice.
you know, no days off. We'll be training 100%, so we're ready for levels, and yeah.
Beautiful. There's a sign of a young professional, folks. Part of the action with Underground Brown here, along with, of course, with Mac Media. We've got the support of Pirelli. Power is nothing without control, along with Aon Insurance. But more importantly, showing the world on Sky Sport Next what we've got to offer. NZSBK 2021 right here in New Zealand.